Hello everyone. Today let us discuss about balance of payment, surplus and deficit. A balance of payment BOP is a summary statement that lists all of the transactions that took place within a specific period between the resident and the outside world. The balance of payment indicates the extent to which a country saves enough money to cover its imports. It also reveals whether the country produces adequate economic output to fund its expansion. Usually BOP is in equilibrium, which means that all the debit items are equal to the credit items. In equilibrium, the total of current and capital accounts are equal to 0 as they balance each other out. Capital account plus current account is equal to 0. But sometimes there are cases when it is not balanced. This means that either credit items is more than debit items or debit items is more than credit items. It is called disequilibrium in BOP. It can be either in the form of a surplus or deficit. In that case, the capital and current accounts cannot be balanced each other out. If the total of the current and capital accounts is a positive number that is greater than 0, then it indicates a BOP surplus. If the total of the current and capital accounts is a negative number that is smaller than 0, then it indicates a BOP deficit. BOP surplus means capital account plus current account greater than 0. BOP deficit means capital account plus current account less than 0. Balance of payment surplus. It is a favorable situation when the country's export is more than its import. The country can create more capital to pay for its domestic productions. An increase in the level of production will ultimately help in the short-term growth of a country. Under this, payment made by the country is certainly less than the receipts received by the country. This means that a country's foreign currency inflows exceeds the outflows within a specific period. In simple words, credit side is more than debit side. Balance of payment deficit. It is an unfavorable situation when the country's import is more than its export of goods and services. It means that a country is spending more money than it earns. In this case, it has to borrow to pay for its imports. Thus, it creates a problem for the economy. Under this, payment made by the country is certainly more than the receipts received by the country. This means that a country's foreign currency outflows exceeds its inflows within a specific period. In simple words, credit side is less than debit side. In the case of BOP deficit, it must be noted that the official reserves can be used among the BOP deficit. But the decision regarding this lies with the Reserve Bank of India. This is because RBI acts as the custodian of foreign reserves and all foreign transactions are managed by RBI. The official reserves means the overall balance of the balance of payment account. Overall balance is the total of the current account, capital account and errors and omissions. The decrease in the official reserves account signifies the BOP deficit. For this reason, the overall balance is negative. The Reserve Bank of India has the authority to manage the currency and money supply. This authority is known as monetary authority. This final decision to finance the deficit that arises in the country's BOP lies with the RBI. The official reserves can only be used to settle the deficit when there are pegged exchange rates, that is fixed. In floating exchange rates, it cannot be considered. Causes for BOP disequilibrium: economic factors, inflation, trade cycles, development activities, cost structure, availability of import substitute. In political factors, government policies and political instability. In social factors, demonstration effect, cross-border bias, change in the taste and preferences and fashion.